Welcome to Thursday, May 28th. Your day weather podcast is going to be talking about more summer weather, although today is going to be cooler. A lot of you have probably noticed as you woke up that it's kind of cool east of the Continental Divide this morning. But although temperatures are cooler today, they're actually going to be at normal. And then we've got a warm up coming starting Friday and lasting through the weekend into early next week. It's going to get downright summer-like. Better chances of rain coming mid to late week, and let's hope so, because when we take a look at the most recent Drought Monitor, we've got some parts of the western United States showing more and more dryness. An area I'm really concerned about is along and south of I-70 into the Four Corners region. This area here is really, really dry. It's been a real poor May. Just not good rain down there. And this is one of the telltale areas, sort of the canary in the coal mine, where you start to see dryness like this, usually when a La Nina comes on. And this is an area that could have persistent dryness through the summer, especially if we have a weak thunderstorm season with the monsoon. South Texas has seen their drought areas go away due to some recent heavy thunderstorm activity. And parts of the Pacific Northwest have actually improved around Northwest Washington. This area here is still very dry, although there has been improvement in the past few weeks. And actually, there's rain coming over the next couple of weeks up there. This is the area, though, we really need to watch. The central and southern parts of the Rockies getting dry. I'm afraid that we'll probably not have a very good fire season, meaning an active fire season there. Also showing up in a drought area, or let's say a dry area, not drought yet, but the northern part of Wyoming, especially the Bighorn Basin, some of those key areas around Grable and Worland and Cody and Powell up to Billings need some rain. The better rain has been staying north into Montana here recently, but it certainly has been dry across parts of southwestern Wyoming, near Evanston and Rock Springs and Green River, and the northern parts of the Bighorn Basin. Here's your forecast for rain through Sunday. Looks a lot like the map I showed you yesterday. Some gray and some green out there, with the green really concentrated on top of the mountains. The mountain areas are going to initiate the thunderstorms, and some are going to drift across the plains, but it's going to be spotty. So as you plan your outdoor activities Friday through Monday, looks good, looks really warm. You just got to be ready for afternoon and evening thunderstorms. Here's the Jetstream forecast. This is for Saturday morning. We got that big old high right over southern Colorado, pumping in warm desert air, and that's going to make this part of the United States, relative to normal, the warmest in all of the U.S. This guy right here will affect us later in the week, as well as this guy here, as well as it does push inland. This is why there is going to be some rain here along the west coast and central and northern areas of California. Now, if we were to look at the precipitation forecast for the next 15 days, this takes us through Saturday, the 13th of June. Notice there's an uptick. There's more rain coming in the forecast for all of the region, even areas that I showed you that were really dry. So there's somewhat of something we see that's encouraging for mid to late next week and the following week. Because of those west coast low pressure systems coming in, we may see more rain and thunderstorm activity in areas that really need it. Now, you have to take this with a grain of salt. It's a computer model looking out to 15 days, so we got to be careful. But I do think that as we get into the first 2 weeks of June, there should be some rain for many of you that need it. It's probably not going to be enough, though, to make up for some of the deficits we see in southern Colorado, northern New Mexico, and southwest Kansas. But elsewhere, there should be some rain coming. As we take a look at the pattern with the Jetstream by next Friday, you can see why. That low that is out here right now and up here begins to move inland. And so we're going to have moisture and instability here by late next week, bringing that uptick in late day shower and thunderstorm activity. As you go out to 15 days, you can see there's another trough coming on in, keeping the west in some instability. And this is what's going to bring those showers and thunderstorms. Look at that. This is the computer model looking out 15 days. It sees a tropical storm, maybe even a hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico by that second week of June. Again, take this with a grain of salt. That's 15 days from now, but it's just to highlight for you that it's going to be a very busy tropical season in that part of the country, getting an early start here in the month of June. The 10-day temperature forecast relative to normal looks like this. The next 10 days, if you add them all up, wherever you see orange and red, temperatures are going to be above normal, blue a little below average. And you can see relative to normal, the warmest conditions are right here in our neighborhood. So yes, we have summer here finally. Thanks for watching the Day Weather Podcast. We'll talk to you on Friday.